Question 5. The two curves in the diagram represent energy levels as a chemical reaction progresses with and without the presence of the enzyme specific to this reaction. Which arrow represents the total activation energy of the reaction without the enzyme? So we see that the energy level of the reactants is at this level, and at the end, the energy level of the product is at this level, which is much lower than the energy level of the reactants. In an energy level diagram or an energy profile diagram, there is a hump in which the reactants must overcome in order to reach the final products produced. And this hump, or the height of this hump, is known as the activation energy of the reaction. It can be seen as a barrier in terms of the energy level that the reactants must overcome in order to become products. Hence, the energy of the reactants must be higher. It must gain energy to overcome this hump or this barrier. An enzyme helps to increase the rate or the speed of the reaction, in this case the speed of the reactants changing into products, by lowering the activation energy, which means lowering the hump or the height of the hump in this energy profile diagram. Therefore, the initial height of the hump is this height from the energy level of the reactants to the peak of the first hump. And with the enzyme, this peak can be lowered to the new point here. The starting point is still remaining at the energy level of the reactants. Therefore, the total activation energy of the reaction without the enzyme must have been the taller hump, which is the height of C plus the height of D. That leaves us with A as the correct answer. C is actually the new activation energy of the catalyzed reaction. D is the amount of energy that the enzyme managed to lower, and B is the energy difference from the peak of the activation energy and the products.